make sure you have your 50-50, not just, the whole joint, not just physical. You need legal too, because if you don't got legal, then you don't have 50%. You're still going to be paying child support. So make sure, if single fathers, like when you go out there, ask for 50-50 soul and legal. It's really important.
This episode of the Rap Dads Show is made in partnership with the Rolling Loud Festival.
Welcome to Rap Dads.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for allowing us to pull up on you while you're working. Mm-hmm. We are in LA, so it's only right.
Yeah, he's in the backyard, so why not come get the top rapper in the backyard?
Come on.
I meant that.
Killing. Oh, I co-signed that.
Thank you.
For sure. So how does it feel? We out here for Rolling Loud. You played Rolling Loud already. Mm-hmm. How does it feel to be an LA artist? Like, really, I feel like you bridge the gap between like the OGs who really planted the flag and the new wave. You kind of have a little bit of both. How does it feel to play Rolling Loud in your hometown?
This is my second year.
Yes.
Actually, so they had me last year and they brought me back this time. I was on the flyer. I was brought out by DJ 5 Venom. Shout out 5 Venom, appreciate you, bro. And this time they called me. This time they gave me a contract.
Hey.
You hear me? So I just had to keep going. But it feel good to be, in my backyard in the city, and the OGs that pioneered and made the way for the rap. Actually, reaching out to me and messing with me.
Yes, man. Yeah. Let's talk. This is a fatherhood podcast.
Right.
Let's talk about your kids. How many you got? Ages, things like that.
I got a football team, man.
Hey.
I started young. So look. I say I got 6 kids. I got 6 kids, age preteen to 1.
Right.
So
man.
And I got custody of my kids too, so I'm a full-time dad while I'm juggling the music and everything. So fatherhood is really important to me. I was raised by my dad.
Word.
Yeah.
First, let's talk about that. What was your relationship like with your pops?
Boy. My pops was from Baton Rouge, you feel me, Louisiana. And I had an older dad. So I used to lie and say my dad was my grandpa when he came to the school. So you feel me? So my dad passed at 79 the day before on the same day as Pop Smoke.
God
same day, same year, February 19. So it was like growing up with the dad that's on the Wayans Brothers and Friday. That's how my dad was in that show.
Pops.
Chip, he's a Chip for sure.
Yeah.
He's a Chip for sure.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah, so he did teach me how to be a man and how to take care of my kids. He showed me how to go to court. He showed me how to get past the child support. He showed me how to make sure you have your 50-50, not just, the whole joint, not just physical. You need legal too, because if you don't got legal, then you don't have 50%. You're still going to be paying child support. So make sure, if single fathers, like when you go out there, ask for 50-50 soul and legal. It's really important.
Word.
So, yeah.
I mean, and that's amazing. And that was one thing that I loved about you. You're very honest and open in your music, but you've been very honest and open about your journey as a father. For someone who is so busy, who is, blowing up, putting the West on your back, in my opinion, you one of them ones. Mm-hmm. For you to have 6 kids and to be able to do that, it'd be a lot easier for you to not have full custody or custody at all, and then be able to run around and do your thing. So that just speaks volumes about the man that you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I love that. I appreciate that.
I just look at it like this: if someone don't care about their kids, you don't care about yourself, and I can't be around that, because that's literally a part of you. That's you.
Absolutely.
So that's like me and my boys and my family. We all dads, and we don't play about the kids. Like if one of my people's not doing this, we gonna get on it. I don't know if I can cuss, but we gonna get on it.
Yes, for sure.
You feel me? So
for
we all about fatherhood.
I love that, man. And you mentioned you had a football team, but you actually are a coach.
Yeah. So look, I wasn't able to coach right now because the music started taking off.
Good.
So I fell back, but I'm still involved. I still, bring the food, the snacks.
Nice.
I hold the little what they need. I go to practice, but now also
That's
my
amazing.
son started playing basketball. So now we juggling 2 sports while I'm juggling the music. And so I coach the kids. I get on their ass.
About to say, what type of coach are you?
I was on the defense, so my son was playing defense. He was a DN.
Okay.
And I just made sure really that I wanted to make sure he was focused and he see that he got somebody supporting him. I signed up for the coach and I coached him, and I actually coach other kids. I feel like it's good to talk to the kids, and I'm still young, so I can still, I feel like I could be a bigger brother and a homie to them at the same time and still be a dad, but that's for the other kids too. So, I let them express themselves to an extent.
Right.
So, as long as it's, stay to a minimum, it's cool with me.
I love that, and you're right, because of who you are,
Right.
because you're so close to them in age, but also because you're a star.
Right.
So they're going to take heed to the things that you say more than they're going to take heed to most.
Right. And when they realized I was Zoe, when I first started coaching, they just called me by my last name, whatever the case. And then one day my son go to school. They're like, "Is that your dad? Is your dad Zoe?" He was like, my son didn't even know. He just know that I do music. He didn't know I was Zoe because I kept it away. But then he like, yeah, he does music. And they show him like, yeah, that's my dad.
That's amazing.
So now he think he the top kid at school.
Of course.
It's crazy. It's
That's
crazy.
stunning, for real.
For real.
But you touched on something that I think is really important for us to circle back on. A coach, when you're out there on the field with all those kids, you were there, because your son was there, but for a lot of those kids, unfortunately, you may be that only male figure that they see.
Yeah, to a few I was.
What was that like for you, that experience?
It was just a trip down memory lane, whether you have your mom or your dad is still a parent missing. So, the way that you was raised probably didn't work. Or, you might be raised rough, so you understand how you might have to have tough love, but still know how to. Every kid needs to be loved a different way.
Absolutely.
So you feel me? So maybe this kid you can cuss at, maybe this kid you can pop in the back of the neck.
Yes.
And maybe this kid you gotta just let cry and hold him. You feel me? But
love that,
when you learn how everybody's personality is different, you can't take what you do to one kid and put on the other because they might not.
I love
comprehend it
that.
the same.
Talk about it. I feel like for a lot of the old school mentality was, I'm a disciplinarian and that's it. But you nailed it. I feel like our generation and the newer fathers are learning from, the fact that everyone is different. Even if you have the same mother, father, that kid, I have 3 sons.
Right.
They couldn't be. They're very similar, but they couldn't be
All
any different
different.
in the way that they
exactly.
their mannerisms, their love language, the way they receive information. One is strong-willed. The other one is a people pleaser.
Right.
That we got to navigate all of those personalities.
You gotta learn how to balance it out for sure.
Word. Now, one of my favorite rap dad moments for Zoe Osama was when you shared the screenshot of your Cash App blowing up because your son was running up a tab on PlayStation. Please explain what had happened.
That was my 7-year-old too, right? Ooh. So I left my PlayStation. Actually I didn't leave it on. He figured out how to do it. He wake up early in the morning, press the button, he turn it on. So when he was playing, he learned. He know how to download games. So I guess when something don't work and it tell you, do you want to pay for it? X. So I looked at my phone. And it was like 142.
Yes.
142. 140. I'm like, oh my God.
He wasn't downloading 99-cent games.
He just hit me for $1,000. So I called back. It took 2 hours, but I got it back.
Got that money back.
You gonna give it back?
Yeah.
Because I didn't buy it.
Right. Come on, man.
So I didn't buy it. So yeah, I put a lock on that card now. So that's out.
Smart. What type of conversations are you having with your kids about money?
Oh yeah, my oldest, I teach him about money the same way I should have been taught about money. So like right now, even if I got it, he don't walk around with no brand new Jordans on. He got to work for his. Or if I do, I keep him in Nikes. The Vans.
Right,
but you're not gonna get no luxury lifestyle because you think your dad is somebody. Because then that's when you have a problem with spoiled kids and thinking the world owe them something.
Yes, I love that, man. I love that.
They don't go without nothing that they need.
Right.
But something that you want, we can talk about it. You can have what you need, but what you want, we can talk about it if it's necessary.
Yeah, in life, the things are earned, they're not given.
Yeah, and that's what I'm teaching my kids. That's number one.
Love that.
And I also have to teach them how to, be a black man and what the world got against them. You gotta just, that's something that they just gotta know. So when it happened to them, they won't be dumbfounded and shocked. So I actually, in a way, I still got the same tactics my pop used, but it was just more straight and uncut. Just tell you how it is. My dad never lied to me about nothing. He'd tell me straight face. So I keep that with my kids for sure.
I love that. No, you nailed it. You mentioned something that I actually had to go through. I want to say my middle son was probably 12, and that was the time where he was starting to leave the crib and go chill with his friends out unsupervised.
So you have to let him know.
And I came up, so I'm not in the hood anymore. I'm in a mixed environment.
Likewise,
He's the only dude of color around.
I just had the same conversation with my kid. I know where it's going.
I'm like, bro, you're not them.
Yeah.
They don't look at you the same.
Right, and you have to know it.
And you have to know it.
But you always just play it like how it's supposed to be played until you have to show it.
There it is.
Other than that, Everybody love is love.
And I had to explain that to him because I didn't want him to go out there thinking that he was going to be treated the way his friends were going to be treated.
Unfortunately, it's not.
Because that's not real life, man.
Right. It ain't. And even, even for other races, it's not real life for them. They get treated, a lot of races get treated the same way as us. We can't just put it on, our skin color. You're right. Just a man man and kids and women and girls, you just have to let them know when you step outside, the real world is real world.
Talk about it.
So, just be prepared.
I love that, man. What do you think the biggest lesson you learned from fatherhood is?
Be there. You have to be there. Even when you I don't think people understand. I'm gonna say about it like this. Like for what a man personally, you could be a father that won't be in your kid's life, and you got a woman that want to take that from you because that's what you want to be with her. And then you got the kid, you got the father that don't care about the kids, and you have the woman want to throw the kids on the man. So for a man out there that's going through any other situation, I say you just got to be there. You got to sit through it, and it's not that hard to get at least 50-50 custody. All you got to do is file a motion. 30 days later, you'll be in front of a judge. It's that simple. A lot of people don't want to put the paperwork in the back part into it, so they say, F it.
And they also, I love what you're dispelling as well, is that, a lot of fathers are afraid of the legal system when it comes to that, because they always feel like they will favor the mother in those cases. I
mean, which is probably 95% true, but now if you look at the statistics now, if you look at it now, you see that it's actually more fathers that's in their kids' life, and it's over 60% of people that's actually mother and father in the same home now. So it's not as bad as it used to be.
Right.
So the message in the media gonna make it look like a certain way, but in reality, a lot of fathers are stepping up and been in their kids' life.
And that's exactly why we created this show.
Right.
Because as a hip hop fan, when I started to grow up, and I've been a journalist for 20 years. And I spent a lot of time with some of my favorite artists when I was working with them, and I saw how amazing and dedicated and intentional they were as fathers. And I was like, how is this not seen? No one's exposing this. No one wants to talk about this.
They're not talking about it.
And that's why we here.
Right. We talking about it.
Boom.
Say what's up, man. You see your hat? Show me your hat. Show your hat.
Oh, shit. We got your hat.
Oh, what? What'd you say?
All right, it's time to play first and last. Give me your first memory of fatherhood.
Ooh, California Hospital.
Okay.
That's when my son was born, and my first memory was actually one of my homeboys from my neighborhood. It's crazy how I go. I go to the hospital. My son's about to be born, and I hear somebody. I'm like, I know that ain't my boy. So we both end up walking. I'm like, he like, I'm about to have my baby too, right?
Wow.
So our kids was born a day after each other, and my son name is Jaden. I ain't gonna disclose his son name, but his son name is basically the same name with a different letter.
That's hot.
So we was like, and it wasn't planned or nothing. It was just that's the way the universe aligned.
That's amazing.
So that's something that I never forgot, and it was crazy. So
that's
because it was
amazing.
random.
All right, last gift you gave one of your kids.
Oh, I just bought my son some shoes, but that the last gift I gave them. I always give my kids whatever they really want at this point. They spoiled, they bad as hell. But the last gift that I gave my son, I gave my son a PlayStation with the little PlayStation Portable.
Oh, nice.
And I just read them up on shoes and stuff. So, that in talks, that's the gift I gave him. How about
I love
that?
that.
Go with that
the
one.
gift of game.
The gift, the game of life.
For sure. You have a memorable first word one of your kids said, or a memorable experience you were with your kid when they experienced something for the first time.
All right, one of my young sons right now, his first words was "shut up."
Wow.
And I didn't know what he was saying. I'm like, he kept on saying "that up." I'm like, what you just say? He just kept saying it, and I realized I say "shut up" a lot.
Wow.
So I caught on. That's what he's saying. Like every time he don't like you saying he's "that up."
That's
hilarious. That's crazy, yeah, but you're getting a little older now. Say it again. But yeah, that's one of my memories.
I love that. All right, last time you had to apologize to one of your kids.
Oh, I'm not even gonna lie. Yesterday I missed my son's basketball game because I had to go do a cipher and I had to work. So and I missed his game, so I got him some shoes, and he scored 20 points. He
balled out.
He got 7 blocks and 4 steals, and this is his first time playing basketball. So you know, I was mad that I couldn't make it,
right?
But I had to make it up. He got 2 pair of Jordans in the car.
Hey, there you go.
I didn't want to do it, but I had to.
I mean, come on. When you play like that too, you earned it.
He's just a natural at this point.
That's beautiful, man. All right, first time you noticed your personality in one of your children.
Dash. That's my 40-year-old. I noticed it in him when he turned on YouTube and found my music, and he only want to listen to my music, right? So that's a positive and a negative in one. So now I be having some videos I used to have a rag on my head. So
yes.
I caught his little ass putting the rag on his head, but he tied it so perfect. I had to let him keep it on his head for a minute. It amazed me. It amazed me. But then I had to realize I'm pulling him away from my music slowly but surely. But he a fan. He was looking at me on Rolling Loud on TV when he see me perform.
That's amazing.
That's going crazy. But Dash.
Word.
Dash badass.
All right, speaking of that, last time you had to discipline one of your kids.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That's probably every day. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Understood.
I give them about 17 tries when I get tired of saying stop that. So when you they already yeah.
You know what time it is.
Yeah, but hey, I do not hit my kids.
I love that.
So,
yes.
But I get them together.
Yes.
I definitely get them together.
I feel like sometimes
you might have to shake them up a little.
You know what I mean? A good little start or a good little strong hug.
Or just scream real loud.
Yeah,
it works.
They get it.
When the lion voice come out, it works every time.
There it is.
So.